Hello everyone, welcome to WilkesNow. I am Gianna Kirchner and I'll be informing you about the latest campus news.
Hello, my name is Scarlett Reed and I'll be informing you about local events and news in our community.
I'm Julia Capitula.
My name is Jake Mills and we will be providing you with this week's Sports Now.
Later, Andrew Marshall will be providing us with our national sports update.
Hello everyone, I'm Sean Papke and I'll be giving you your weather forecast for this week.
Need a semester pick-me-up? Come hang out with the Res Life Committee for a fun night of laughs, games, good food and drinks, and debates over what everyone's hot takes are. This event will be held in the JPAC on October 21st at 7 p.m. The Wilkes-Barre Health Department will sponsor a free flu vaccination clinic on Tuesday, October 7th and Thursday, October 23rd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Henry Student Center lobby. No appointment is necessary. We hope to see you there. On Sunday, October 19th, join Student Development on a New York City trip to see The Lion King. Based on the Disney movie, The Lion King on Broadway is famous for its iconic songs, detailed costumes, and most notably, its unique, intricate puppets. The show will be at 1 p.m., but you will be able to explore New York City before the performance. Sign up with your Wilkes ID for just $30 at the info desk in the sub. The last blood drive of the semester will be held on Tuesday, October 28th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the second floor of the Student Union Building. All donors will receive a Halloween-themed Red Cross shirt. You can find the information online on how to sign up at today@wilkes.edu. Do you like to write, make art, take pictures? Consider submitting a piece for Wilkes' Manuscript Society. The Wilkes University Manuscript is a yearly publication of art created by students, staff, and alumni. Artists are encouraged to send in fiction and nonfiction writings, artwork, photography, and even musical compositions. To submit your works, email magazine@wilkes.edu by March 31st. To celebrate Native American Heritage Month in November, join the programming board for a performance by Larry Yazzie. Larry Yazzie is a Native storyteller and dancer who has performed at events such as the Olympics and the Smithsonian Institution. Join the programming board for a chance to win a Yeti cooler and enjoy delicious snacks while watching his performance on October 23rd at 7 p.m. in the JPAC. Now that clubs are in full swing, let's look at what Club Day was like with Michelle. And when we return, Scarlett will give you all the latest in the local news.
Hello everyone! My name is Michelle Jaramillo from WilkesNow and today we are on the Greenway because it's Club Day 2025. So this year we have more clubs, more activities, so let's go! Can you explain this club?
So we're the cheer team here at Wilkes. We perform at the football games and the basketball games. We incorporate stunting, dancing, and cheers into our performances. We're a really tight-knit group of girls. Like, the support is crazy on this team, and we're open to everybody that wants to join.
How can you engage more students to sign?
Really just letting everybody know that we're welcoming of everyone, all skill levels. You don't have to be able to tumble, jump, or stunt. We can teach you everything we know, and you're only going to be doing what you're comfortable with doing. So,
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course, thank you. Let's go, Colonel!
Go Wilkes! Hi, what is your name?
My name's Abby.
This is your first time to attending Club Day?
Yeah, this is my first time.
Yeah, what do you think so far?
It's a lot of fun. I got a lot of free stuff. I met some pretty cool people. I'm excited.
And what are you looking for specifically in a club?
What am I looking for in a club? Probably like a community. I want to make some friends. I want to meet new people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is Christian Fellowship Club. So, tell me about more your club.
So we're the Christian Fellowship Club, and Colby here, he does the Bible studies each week. We have it Wednesday at 7. We'd like anyone to join, whether you're Christian or not, because we just want to get people into the faith and studying the Bible.
Thank you. What is your name?
Reese.
And how do you feel about Club Day 2025? This is your first time?
Yeah, I think it's nice. I walked out of my dorm and I was like, what is going on? So I'm just excited to see all that Wilkes has to offer and see what I can sign up for.
And have you signed in any club?
I actually just signed up for dance team and this club.
Okay, thank you. What is your name?
Jonathan Lentz.
So can you explain more a little bit about your club?
So the Wilkes University Spanish Club is open to any member of the Wilkes University student body who wants to learn Spanish, or any of those who already speak Spanish, like as a first language. A way to sort of showcase their language and teach others. It's all about exchange at our club. We do events to sort of teach for those who are new to the language and want to learn, and then again we show for those native speakers a way to showcase their language and culture.
Thank you. So now we have Esther, who works in the international students. So what do you think about Club Day?
I think that Club Day is a great way for students to get involved on campus. There's hundreds of clubs here, from the sports clubs to different organizations specifically for your major, so biology clubs, psychology clubs. So it's a great way to just sign up and get involved.
Thank you. And another year we have a Wilkes Fitness Club. So Jimmy, can you explain this club again?
What's up? My name is Jimmy Levan. We are from Ambition Gym, Wilkes-Barre, PA. We are the Wilkes Health and Fitness Club, and today we are doing a grip strength challenge. If you get over 170 as a male, which is my current PR, you win $50 or a free tub of protein. And the best female score is currently 103.2. If you break that, you win $50. We're here to teach students about exercise, nutrition, and self-care, to do fun events on campus, no weekly meetings, to encourage more students to get physically active. Come join us.
What events will you do this semester?
We're going to do a max deadlift tandem competition. We're also going to do a max bodyweight bench press competition. We're going to do pull-ups and push-ups on a regular basis. And honestly, whatever you guys want to do, we'll make it happen.
Okay, thank you. This was all about Club Day 2025. So my name is MJ from WilkesNow. I am sending back to the studio.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker, new from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Luzerne County is on the brink of opening its very first walk-in mental health crisis and stabilization center in Hazleton. This is a major step forward in addressing the urgent behavioral health needs. But now, the project is at a standstill. County officials say the construction had to be halted with just weeks of work left, all due to the ongoing state budget stalemate in Harrisburg. Without access to critical funding, the center can't open its doors. Once complete, it will offer 24/7 support for those in crisis, providing a safe, comfortable alternative to crowded emergency rooms. Local leaders are calling lawmakers to act quickly, saying each day of the delay puts vulnerable residents at greater risk. Luzerne County Arts and Entertainment Hall of Fame held its 3rd annual induction ceremony Saturday night at the FM Kirby Center in Wilkes-Barre, celebrating individuals with roots in the area who have made significant contributions to the world of arts and entertainment. The evening featured live performances, heartfelt tributes, and the presentation of the hall's first ever Distinguished Achievement Award to the Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Paul Pringle. Organizers called it a powerful night of recognition and community pride, honoring the talents that have shaped both local culture and broader creative landscapes. Last week, Gianna Kirchner went out into the city to visit a local charity, Haunted House, to hear all about what they had to do and why they had to do it. Let's hear all about it.
My name is Gianna Kirchner, and I'm here with WilkesNow. Today is the first day of fall, and fittingly, we are here at Gravestone Manor, a local charity haunted house. Everyone who works at Gravestone volunteers their time, whether they're an actor, an usher, or even a writer. Now, let's go inside and talk with some of the people that make the magic happen. Can you tell me your name and what your role is?
My name's Nina Coons. I am the assistant director here at Gravestone Manor, and that entails managing a large chunk of the cast. So I am primarily in charge of the non-speaking actors. They're called poppers. They're the ones that jump out and scare you rather than having a scripted speaking line within our production.
All right. Can you tell us a little about when the performances are happening and how much it costs to come see them?
So we open this Friday, September 26th at 7 p.m. We run every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in October. Fridays and Saturdays 7 to 10 p.m. and Sundays 7 to 9:30. We're only $12 per person to get in, and all proceeds go to the United Way of Wyoming Valley.
That's great. Thank you. We are now in the kitchen, and I think something smells a little funky in here. We're here with our first actor. Can you tell me a little about yourself, like your name and your role?
Yeah, my name is
Brandon. I am playing an exterminator this year, and this is actually going to be my 5th year here at Gravestone Manor. I'm very excited to be here.
All right. And can you tell me a little bit about what you do as the exterminator?
So this year, honestly, the tour is probably just going to come into the room, and I'm just going to get to scream at him with a gas mask on for a little bit and tell him to essentially get out.
Well, that sounds fun. So you said you've been here for how long?
This is going to be my 5th year here at Gravestone.
All right. And can you tell me a little about the theme this year, since Gravestone does different themes every year to kind of make it exciting?
So this year is, the title is going to be Dead Sleep, is Gravestone's 25th year anniversary. And this year we're sort of delving into the history of nightmares. So, you know, anything that sort of keeps you up at night, any sort of weird nightmares that you have, we're sort of bringing those to life in these very weird scenarios.
All right, thank you. I'll let you get back to exterminating.
All right, thanks. Thank you so much.
We are now in the parlor. Let's speak to our second actor.
Hello, Gianna.
Hi. What's your name and what is your role?
I'm Callie and I play Reagan from The Exorcist.
And what does that role entail?
You know, just being a 12-year-old girl, being possessed, a lot of pea soup.
Pea soup. Interesting. Thank you, Callie. I'll let you go back to what you were doing in there. We're now in the hallway with Frank and our third actor.
Hi.
Hello. What's your name and role?
My name is Ella Villani, and I am the other Reagan, out of 3.
Out of 3? Out of 3. And what does your Reagan entail?
Spinning my whole head around in a whole 360.
Impressive. Impressive. What's your favorite part about being in Gravestone?
I think definitely doing the Reagan voice. I get to talk like this, and it's really evil, and it's really fun, and I just like scaring people.
That's great. Thank you so much, Ella.
Thank you so much.
That concludes our preview of Gravestone Manor. We hope you'll come out this fall. All of the proceeds go to charity, and it's a cost-effective scare. As always, this is Gianna Kirchner, and we'll take it back to the studio.
Thanks, Gianna. That looks terrifying. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll return with Jake and Julia to give us all the latest updates in local sports.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats, protectpressfreedom.org.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfies, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Big homecoming win for the football team on Saturday, 15-13 against Catholic. Nick Volpone hit 3 field goals and Ben Cantello ran in the lone touchdown for the Colonels. They're now 1-0 in landmark conference play and will travel to Bethlehem Saturday to face off against Moravian. Kickoff is scheduled for noon.
This past Sunday, October 5th, the softball team had their fall play day at Ralston Athletic Complex. They went home with 2 victories against Lackawanna and Penn State Abington. Against Lackawanna, the final score was 14-4, and against Penn State, it was 10-2. In both games, the team had an all-around great performance with timely hitting, solid defense, and great pitching. Sophomore Talia Paragas had 2 critical hits in the second game against Penn State to help match the score and take the lead. The team will continue to work hard until spring training in Myrtle Beach this upcoming March.
Field hockey gets the win 3-1 at home against Juniata. Maddie Karp had 2 goals while Taylor Bauer had 1. Chloe Gilroy finished with 7 saves and allowed 1 goal. The Colonels' next contest is home against Susquehanna University tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Against Susquehanna University. Men's soccer will face the Riverhawks on Bruggeworth tonight at 7 p.m. The women's soccer team will be traveling to Susquehanna to compete at the same time. This Friday night, the women's volleyball team will play in the March Center against Susquehanna at 7 p.m. And finally, this Saturday begins the season for the men's and women's swim team, where they will compete at Marywood University.
That's all for campus sports. After a short break, Andrew will give you the latest in national sports.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Dear housemates, due to the environmental impact of food waste, I'm eating all your leftovers. You're welcome.
Ooh, what's this about?
I'm just doing my part for the environment. Is that Mima's punch bowl?
We use way too much plastic. Think of the planet.
Who's the best princess?
The environment is the best excuse. Find an out and opt in at theenvironmentexcuse.org.
Welcome back to WilkesNow. Let's get into the latest in national sports. Starting off in the NFL, undefeated teams are no more as both Philadelphia and Buffalo were defeated on Sunday. The Eagles fell at home against Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos, while the Buffalo Bills took the loss against Drake May and the New England Patriots. Both teams now sit at 4-1 on the season and will look to bounce back in Week 6. The Eagles take on the Giants on Thursday night, with the Bills facing off against the Falcons on Columbus Day. In the NHL, the season officially begins tonight with a triple header. Defending back-to-back Stanley Cup champions Florida Panthers take on Chicago. The Pittsburgh Penguins take on the New York Rangers, and then the night finishes with a heavyweight Western Conference matchup between the Colorado Avalanche and Los Angeles Kings. However, the biggest news in hockey came yesterday when Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers agreed to terms on a 2-year contract extension. Closer to home, the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins went perfect in preseason play, defeating both the Hershey Bears and Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Opening the season this Saturday against the Hartford Wolfpack, the Penguins look to right some wrongs after a first-round playoff exit last season. The MLB postseason rolls on tonight as the New York Yankees look to avoid a sweep against the Toronto Blue Jays, while the Seattle Mariners and Detroit Tigers continue the tied series in the other ALCS matchup. In the NLDS, the Cubs and Brewers go to Chicago, with the Brewers sitting with a 2-0 series lead, while the Phillies and Dodgers series goes back to LA tonight as Philadelphia finds themselves down 2-0 as well. Starting in exactly 2 weeks, the NBA tips off on October 21st. Preseason games are already underway as the teams prepare for the 82-game season ahead, as well as the Emirates NBA Cup. That's all the time we have for national sports. After the breaks, Sean will give you the latest weather forecast.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Dear housemates, due to the environmental impact of food waste, I'm eating all your leftovers. You're welcome.
Ooh, what's this about?
I'm just doing my part for the environment. Is that Mima's punch bowl?
We use way too much plastic. Think of the planet.
Who is the best princess?
The environment is the best excuse. Find an out and opt in at theenvironmentexcuse.org.
Hello everyone, I'm Sean Papke and let's talk weather. So, last week we actually saw our first frost of the season and we also saw some rain over the weekend, which we've been lacking so far in the past couple months actually. And fortunately for me, I found myself outside both during the frost and the rain. But looking ahead for the week, today currently it's about 57 degrees outside, pretty cloudy skies. It was a little dark this morning. We're going to see a high of 64 with a low of 49 from this morning. The humidity is going to be around 79% with that dew point at 51 degrees. We're going to get a pretty sizable chance for precipitation, around 60% the last time I checked, but we're not going to get a lot of depth at 0.02 inches. And we're also going to get some pretty sizable winds, 5 to 11 miles per hour. So we're going to get a sunrise at 7:15 a.m. Looking ahead into the afternoon, we're going to see a sunset at 6:25 p.m. and the moon phase is going to be in waning crescent with 40.4% illumination. So then looking ahead at the 7-day forecast, again, we're going to see some pretty cloudy skies throughout the day with a high of 64 and a low of 49. Wednesday, it's going to get a little bit sunnier with a high of 62 and a low of 39. Thursday, it's going to be sunny but colder with a high of 58 and a low of 35. Friday is going to be our evil weather day. It's going to be sunny, but we are going to see widespread frost throughout the morning with a low of 43 going up to just a high of 61. Saturday, we're going to go back to partly sunny with a high of 69 and a low of 50. Sunday, we're actually going to see some rain in the afternoon with a high of 72 and a low of 49. And Monday, expect scattered showers with a high of 60 and a low of 46. So again, just looking at the radar, we're going to stay pretty dry, pretty consistently dry throughout this week. The main threat of rain isn't going to come until later in the weekend, late Sunday afternoon into early Monday morning, but otherwise we're going to stay pretty consistently dry. The main thing to look at this week is through temperatures. Again, we're going to see those 40s and 30s as we start to roll into the fall seasonal temperatures. We're going to get a couple cold fronts coming by, especially leading into the early weekend. We're going to see those frost warnings come into effect. One thing I wanted to touch on, since 'tis the season, is the fall foliage report. So if you want to, you can visit www.pa.gov/fall foliage to get this week's fall foliage report. So this week we are actually in peak season in Luzerne County. So expect that to stick around for the next 2 weeks. And last but not least, just as a recap, we're going to stay pretty dry, but pretty cold, but also pretty sunny throughout the week. Again, expect that frost Thursday and Friday morning. We're going to, get outside, see those autumn leaves start to change, start to fall before they all fall off and we get into the drab and desolate winter. And yeah, just start dressing warmer. It's time to dust off those sweatshirts, those coats. And that's all I've got. Thank you guys very much. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sean. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Just a reminder, you can watch us live on Tuesdays on Service Electric Channel 97 at noon. Also, check out our YouTube channel for the latest episodes of the show and more. In case you missed it, our broadcast re-airs every weeknight at 7:30 p.m. From all of us here at WilkesNow, have a great week.